In this video, I want to talk about older YouTubers. Now, I know a lot of people hate that, to hear it called older, because you say older than what, but let's just say it's easier to say than Generation X and baby boomers in a pub. But those of us who are not millennials or close to it, and your YouTube channels, growing your YouTube channels, I'm not an expert, obviously, so I am going to talk about what I am discovering, okay? Okay, now my original channel, it'll be 3 years in August. I've mentioned this before in videos, that I started making videos 3 years ago on that channel. And I lost interest in it about a year or a year and a half into it. So it's not really taken off ever. And anyway, the reason that it's on my mind in the first place is, you know how you on your homepage you'll get recommended, nobody gets the same recommended videos. Every once in a while it'll show up on mine. Some of these gurus, what are they called, tipsters or something, they do YouTube tips, and I think some of them may actually work for YouTube. I don't know, some not, but every once in a while, if one of their titles has me curious, I'll watch it, and then I find myself getting into it, you know, and then I'll stop. But some of the things that I've learned from them, I think were really good tips, especially about tags. See, I was never into doing tags at all for probably most of these 3 years. And recently I just did them on a actually it was WordPad, because my new computer I don't have the Word on it yet, and I don't think I want to put it on there. I have it on my desktop, that's enough, and then we have it on the other laptop, so that's fine, that's enough, you know. Okay, but I've heard this from more than one person. There's no way I can say this person or that person, but that of doing more tags is good, you know, and in your tag section, to put the name of your channel. Okay, that seems like it's important, because I don't know why I don't really want to give too many, like I'm giving tips or something, but this is what I've heard, that it somehow helps to suggest more of yours, maybe perhaps on the sidebars or underneath, you know, your videos or something. I could be wrong, so watch the tipsters, you know. Okay, now personally, I've never heard this before, but I think if you do have that other channel, to link, not to link, but to in your tags to put that channel's name also, and then on the other channel do both also too. I don't know for certain, but I think it does. Yeah, because I have more than one channel, and I think I've seen it suggest one from my other channel. But that, of course, that's me, and not everybody gets the same suggestions. Got that? I went walking about 30 minutes ago, so I've got this allergy attack hitting me here. Yeah, it kind of delayed. But anyway, that's why I'm talking about this, is because I started watching another one of those tipsters, and some of the things made me go, really, huh? You know? But I'm not going to name the person, and one of the things I'm not going to mention at all, because I want to wait and see how it actually works for me, okay, before I say anything about it. But basically, the tipster said something in one of his videos about what you can do wrong, and boy, have I done that wrong. I've done it wrong for a little over a year, and I'm curious, is that true? And I've heard this before on another one too, but not in the same way, in a different way. But it was like, I doubt that person, you know. I did a little video on that. I doubt it, because that's not exactly true, and I know that for a fact because I've done it. It's not exactly true. I'll leave out what. I'm not trying to be mystery woman here, you know. But I don't want to say it and then somebody do it and it causes them problems too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Here is another thing I've heard some of the tipsters say. I've heard some of the people who aren't tipsters, but they play one on YouTube. They play one on TV, but they play it on YouTube. YT. Yeah, and I've seen it myself, and it's one of the things I really don't like, okay? And that is the more, okay? I think one of them actually said it that way, but I would say it because, I like to say less is more myself. But more videos you do, the better it is for your channel, okay? Now, is it really better for your channel? I don't know, because I've said this before. When somebody does a lot of videos, I tend to unsubscribe if it becomes habit. I'm talking people who put up several a day, every day. I won't subscribe. I might subscribe for a few minutes, check out some of their videos later on, which I could do without subscribing, and then just see too many, and then I'll say, see too many come up in my subscribers feed, I guess you call it, and just unsubscribe. And I know that's me, and I know that some would say I'm wrong for that, but I don't know, but the thing about it is, I'm thinking about this. And some of you have heard me on my other channel say something about this, that I got real behind. Well, I think I said it on both channels, that I got real behind. I would make the videos, and then I wouldn't, I'd put them on my channel under private, and then they would just kind of add up because I was really lazy. This goes back to April, I think, at least. And so I got real behind. And so I thought about just doing, like, ripping off the Band-Aid and get them all, just make them all public at once. But something in me keeps stopping me, saying that's kind of rude, that's, it lacks manners. But this is all my hang-ups. You're getting that, right? These are hang-ups. These are things I was taught. But at the same time, where's the balance? You can go to one extreme to another. I'm a person who likes to find the balance, the in-between grays, the shades of gray. Yeah, we need to take that saying back. Yeah, it has a different meaning. But it's not all black and it's not all white. But it's somewhere in between, Okay, but anyway, what I've heard about this is that it is good to upload as much as you can, as much as you possibly can, videos. It is supposed to help your channel. It might help get more ads, maybe. I don't know, because if people get annoyed, from you doing that. But I think every once in a while, yeah. But I'm trying just to get myself caught up a little bit. I've deleted a whole bunch of them as it was, but it's to do maybe twice a day. And I still feel like I'm, I don't know. What is the word I would say for that? I don't know. Because it's true. People can just hide it. If they don't like the videos, they can just hide them from their subscription. And that way they don't see it. Not the whole channel, but they don't see that video and they don't have to worry about it, or concern themselves with it, or see it every time they scroll. There is those 3 little dots, that you can click and it says hide. on a desktop, on a, I think desktop and laptop, it'll say hide, but maybe on a cell phone, depending. I have an Android, so I don't know anything else, but it comes up, it's the 3 dots, but it gives you choices on what you want to do with that video. If that makes any sense. I don't think it made much sense last time I mentioned it. Okay, and while I'm on that subject, I mentioned this before also, that some of the new updates from your the people you subscribe to, on that where it says subscriptions, and you click on that. Actually, on Android, Android is different. It's not subscriptions, but I think nowadays it does say subscriptions. They changed it recently. But you click on that, and if you haven't seen a video from somebody for a while, scroll down all the way to the bottom, and you might find a whole bunch of them that you hadn't seen from one or more of you people you subscribe to, because some of them hang down there. And once you delete it, it'll show back up on top. So, is this making any sense? But that's not really a tip. And I guess it is a tip. But I'm not a tipster. I play one on my team. So, yeah. Okay, I had to delete a clip. Then I tried to make it again. And my cell phone cut itself off, probably because it got too hot. Yeah. And but the first one I was being too sarcastic about why those of us who are older YouTubers, around my age or a little more, a little less, why we don't get that many subscribers and or viewers, if that's important to you to grow your channel, kind of thing. And it was a little bit too sarcastic. Yeah. Okay, but I wasn't blaming any of us. You know, this is our age. And I think a lot of us need, you know, a lot of people really need to know we've lived. You know, we're not elders yet, you know. Some of us, maybe some are, I don't know. You know, baby boomer, Gen X, we've learned things, you know, and about life. And I think, you know, we can learn from one another, and younger people can learn from us too. But I don't know that learning is, you know, the MO for lots. Anyway, I need to stop before I get sarcastic about other things. Okay, but I got a little bad. Okay, now one thing I have heard from, you know, some of these YouTubers, I don't think it's first of all, I don't think it's a good idea to get too wrapped up into this, but I think some of it can be just become, once you hear about it, can become habit, you know, habitual. And therefore you're doing it and you're not having to really think much about it. Well, that doesn't sound good, does it? But it becomes habitual, you know. And these are good things, you know, doing your tags like I did, you know, just so I can copy and paste my tags. And then if some of them I don't feel, you know, like belong with that, delete them, you know, click them off. Sometimes if I'm in a hurry and I don't have time at that moment, I just leave it, and maybe later on, I remember, you know. But there's something else. I don't know what's going on with this, but ever since I drove up here, my clips keep messing up. But so I'm going to leave that one out, because one I was going to mention, because that was the one that I want to test out on my own video, on my own channel. It's probably going to make from what I personally think it'll do, is make my channel drop a little bit. And I'm not making millions, so hey. And then I want to see how long it takes. I want to see if it bumps it back up, you know, because there's an algorithm and all this kind of stuff. And I want to see if the tipsters are right. That's just how I am. I like to do that. But another thing that they did mention that I don't do is about thumbnails, is to have a face in the thumbnail. So this seems like people say that. More than one person, some of them aren't tipsters, like I said, to have a face, you know, a happy face, an expressive face, you know, showing emotion, kind of thing. And I don't want to repeat anything anybody else said, but I've heard that more than once and all that. And that helps your channel somehow. I don't know, but I don't put myself in the video. I'm a multitasker. You know, in my home, those of you who've watched the videos from I used to do it all the time, for 2 of the years at least, 2.5 maybe, that I was in the video. But especially with this cell phone, and this is what I video on, is my cell phone, because it does that funhouse mirror thing. We all know that all the phones used to do that. They do now. They make your nose closer, look like your nose is closer to the to the camera. Mine's a new phone, so no. I remember some in the past used to do that too, but so I don't put myself in the video. I could take a picture of myself. It's still going to look like that, you know. It's not going to look like me, and so I'll skip it. You know, I'll do those. I still want to know how people find the thumbnails to make for theirs that come from, obviously, you know, they come from somewhere, I don't know where. You know, they're really good thumbnails, like maybe they're movie clips or something like that. Where do the people get them? I've never known. Where do people get them? Seriously. I've looked in some of the websites that I haven't been able to find a website that has those. They say you can create them. How are you going to create something that, you know, that could be copyright issue? I really don't know. Unless it's something that they say these are these are free thumbnails, you know, you can use or whatever. I don't know where people get them. Anyway, I'm going to ramble on and on. If you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video, click one of the rectangles. If you like the video, give a thumbs up, and if you leave a comment, leave one below. I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.